Welcome to Fan TV and Chill. It's going to be an interesting match day 3 today. Liverpool, Arsenal. It's going to be a bit madness. Madness. So let's get it started. Let's get it started. Do whatever you want. I can't really say anything this week because do you know what I mean? Can't really say anything. But you know what? Let me get you on to Bilolo. He's got a few things he wants to say.
I'm going first again, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Okay, shit. I forgot. Oh, we're doing that thing where the top of the league starts and then follow by the track. I'll get it. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing that thing.
Yeah, so I maybe
so do what you want to do.
So where are you now in the league? 5th, something like that?
You were
early days, isn't it?
First game of the week, Arsenal versus Liverpool at Anfield.
See them man over there.
Half-hour kick-off. Top of the table clash.
Top of the table clash.
3 games in, by the way.
Yeah.
3 games in.
Okay, so
obviously but we're 3 games in.
So the game. So the way the game started is how it goes. Arsenal played they played a diamond formation, which kind of helped Liverpool's play. It gave license to their wingers, their fullbacks, to hit us on the break, and I kind of had us penned in for long periods of the game.
I hear you were camping first half. We're staying in 1 hour.
Obviously, like
the only time they broke up when they cleared it.
Obviously, the game.
Oh my days! I know you know what I'm laughing.
Because you get it. Anyway, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So obviously the way the game ran, Liverpool had territory, possession, chances. On another day, on another day, if Aubameyang, I think it was a mistake from Adrian. Aubameyang's trajectory was better.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. That one where Aubameyang, I don't know. I think he lost his composure a bit there. But if it was just a bit better, he had 2 options: hit the target or just even pass it down to Lacazette.
Yeah, but overall, we were the better team.
Overall you were the better team. I'm saying in certain, but like Willis says, like Willis said in week 1, goals change games, and that would have changed the game. Put extra pressure on yourself again.
You remember last season when you went ahead and Firmino done the matching?
Yeah, I do. It changed it. Obviously, again. And again, if Pepe, if he's a more match fit, should have scored his chance. He had first time I've ever seen Van Dijk kind of feeling a bit worried about him, man. I ain't gonna lie. Obviously.
They've got nothing to say today.
Let's be real, yeah. Let's be real, yeah.
Podcast should just be
Let's be real. Let's be real, yeah. You can't. Listen. But
we were here last week.
Listen.
Oh, Liverpool, Arsenal, big game. Oh, you man are looking shaky. They got what was the score? 3. Bruv, you didn't even get out. They didn't even get out. Well, the odd few times you get mistakes here and there.
The two chances we had, they're in a way. First one, I'd say, to get past Aubameyang.
I saw highlights.
Pepe's one. Pepe's chance is clear cut. He should be scoring. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but a lot of it is just silly errors that we made, and then we gave you
opportunity. Yeah. Cool. Wonderful.
There was never a thing there was never a thing about Arsenal creating anything.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but I'm talking about that.
So how did Mo Salah score? Man sleeping on halfway line, David Luiz let him turn him easily. Yeah? Okay. How did they score their other goal? David Luiz sleeping and he pulls him and he's pulling him.
Okay,
you say it's errors, What? That's how errors, it happens like that.
I like the way you look at something.
No, but you're saying...
Gary Neville, Liverpool, Manchester man, he goes, Salah scored, he says sensational.
I agree. It was a sensational.
Why are you going that?
No, what I'm saying is, you're going at Arsenal about them only having chances from mistakes Liverpool are making. Yeah. It's the same thing with you. David Luiz made a mistake.
Yeah, but Salah was saying.
Yeah, I know.
He was free on goal though.
I know, but it's still David Luiz's mistake. He got the wrong side of Salah.
He got too close to him, and then because he got and obviously he was on the yellow, so then
There's different types of mistake. I'm talking about Endo about to kick the ball and then he flops it. Come on, man. How often does that happen? When one of Pepe's chances or whatever. Can't remember, it was on the halfway line and I think he tried to play like his first number.
But technically speaking, it's still again. I know it's a mistake, but he's still having to. He should be scoring now. No, actually, the penalty as well. Poor play from David Luiz again. And also, even the first goal, the corner, it was poor from Socrates. He got underneath the ball, and then my man, I can't remember his name, Matic gets over with a header. Technically speaking, the ball.
I guess every goal is a mistake to some extent. So
every goal is definitely a mistake.
Yeah, then that way we'll never credit anything. So, but
nobody's not crediting anything. All we're saying is, on another day, if Arsenal are on it,
on another day,
Aubameyang puts that back in the net.
On another day, we would have won the league, but come on, the City won the league.
But it's not another day.
You'd be the first to remind me.
It's not another day.
Cool. Anyway, on another day, we would have won games that we should have drawn, like that we drew, and then won the league. So,
but listen, nobody.
When Tottenham played City, when Son had so many chances last season, on another day would have buried them.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
We're not discrediting
Come on, man, bruv. Like you have nothing to say. Like literally, I'm not taking this. You have nothing. to say.
The whole purpose of this is that we have to analyse the game. I'm not questioning Liverpool's.
Yeah, but you're biased. You're gonna be biased.
You're not biased. No. This is what you said. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay, no. Let me give you true facts.
Go.
Arsenal got battered.
Go.
From the goal, they got pegged in. Like they got put under so much pressure. You can see in it. That's how much respect they have for Liverpool now. They come to Anfield. Bruv,
Did you watch the highlights?
Okay, let's
go. So that's what I'm saying.
I watched the highlights.
Because man didn't need to watch the highlights before they talk about 13.
Let me just get me. Oh, come on, man.
Do your homework before you come to class.
I'm able to analyse the game better because I watched the highlights.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
In regards to what you're saying, listen, I'm not denying that he had a pen in.
See what I'm saying?
I'm not denying he had a pen in, but if you let us analyse the game like I was an analyser, I'll be able to explain to you why we had a pen in. We were playing into your half. Like I said, the formation that we had in place was diamond, which helped all defenders, headers.
Give me the scores for the last 5 games that we played you at Anfield. I'll explain why. I'll explain why I asked that question.
You're not discrediting the game.
No. You said no. Don't. You have nothing. You're not even involved in this. Your team is coming.
Say your team.
Your team is coming.
Say what you want to say.
Listen to me, yeah. Okay. You say, wrong tactic. That's where you're going, isn't it? Wrong football. Like they went wrong approach. We allowed you. Right? No. My question is, before you get to that, yeah. Give me the scores in the last 5 games that you've played at Anfield when you've been a bit more expansive. Give me the results in it. How many times have you been smashed at Anfield? Like in the last couple of seasons.
What's that was doing?
Yeah, so then when you say, we've gone a little bit more defensive, or we've gone like okay, but they should have gone in and be a bit more brave or whatever. Then you get smashed again even more than 3-1. So we're a better team, and there's nothing. I don't think Arsenal coming to Anfield, they're not a threat. Either way, I don't think you've got enough in your team right now to challenge us.
That's just not. Okay, cool. Using your analogy, what you just explained, which is clear. Man City played against Tottenham at home. Mm-hmm. Now, Man City in that game had 30 chances. Cool? Mm-hmm. Cool. Now, Tottenham's goals were due to Tottenham getting their goals were due to Man City's mistakes. I lie? Cool. So in that game, if the mistakes that Man City make and Tottenham don't score from the mistakes, Man City going to win that game. Let's be honest, they're going to win it. So, yeah, I know. But that's what I'm saying. But you're saying that you're the better team. Yeah, cool. You are the better club. You're the better team. But what we're here for is to analyse the game. Just because my team lost doesn't mean I can't explain the game. The whole point of this is that we analyse the game and we explain the game. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm not putting the team down or questioning how you play. I'm just saying. It's clearly obvious because, like I said, if you watch Match of the Day, it's obvious. They analysed it and they said that our diamond, there was bare told you spread it out to the left, you spread it out to the right, and the way that our diamond team was setting, they was in the middle. So they gave you your fullback space, which I'm trying to get at.
So how would you have played? Ideally, how would you have lined up? How many men would you have in there?
I would have played a 4-5-1.
4-5-1?
Yeah. to counter your replay.
That is
4-5-1's there, but then who do you put in those widest spots? Because he's I guess I'm not an Arsenal man in it, so I don't know, but he's probably gone thinking we're gonna be a bit more. No, it makes sense. Like, can we play with fullbacks? So if you give us the weight, of course we're gonna use it. We're gonna exploit it.
Or play a 3-5-2 with two wing backs.
But then I'm sure that Arsenal have had different tactics in the last couple of seasons. You come to Anfield.
Either way, one thing we can agree on: the tactics Arsenal picked for that day, for that game, were dead. Did not work.
Regardless,
you lot have the better team, and you lot should have won the game. Even if Arsenal
I was confident.
Yeah, of course.
We were going to beat
and we're not arguing that. Even if Arsenal line up a bit differently, you should still beat them.
Of course.
But what we're saying, Arsenal didn't help themselves because they kind of let you work to your strengths instead of lining up a bit different.
If you let me go on to what I was saying before, it didn't help the fact that you guys got a high press. And because you got a high press and we continued on, even though you was giving us, it was difficult for us to get, like you were saying, we were just hoofing it out. But when we were trying to play out, you were giving us the high press, was giving the pressure. That's what I'm saying. But in terms, because you could say about what happened in previous games. We're not analysing previous games. I'm not analysing previous. We're analysing this game. And in this game, if we changed our formation, it could have helped us. If we changed playing out the back, it could have helped us. You know what I'm saying?
Regardless of what you would have done, we would have beaten you.
You can't say that.
I'm giving you facts, innit?
You can't. No. You are favourites to win the game.
Yeah, you're favourites.
But even if you are 100% favourites. Because football is what it is, there's still that little chance that Arsenal could have.
We beat them.
It's not about ifs and buts, it's about the reality of it.
Let's just talk about facts, and we beat these man 3-1. Like, game over.
It's the fact.
I'm not interested.
And the fact is, if we're actually realistic, if Arsenal turn up and play a decent game of football, they have a team and players that can beat you, that have that.
Yeah, but why has it not happened? When was the last time?
I'm not saying.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying
don't go with they've got that.
But that's just not me saying, how the hell did Crystal Palace beat Man City at home? And how the hell did Newcastle beat Man City? And you man could beat them.
Yeah, I know. So that's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying.
Constantly, we've beaten you consistently every season.
No, you have.
But then your argument is flawed.
No, it's not.
Because you're saying if they turn up, blood. If you're gonna give,
but are you saying?
No, I'm not even gonna.
Are you saying that Arsenal?
I'm not even gonna.
So Arsenal, if Arsenal played you, listen, it's a debate, so you need to listen. Are you saying if Arsenal, let's just put it into some kind of hypothesis. If Arsenal played you 100 times, you're telling me you beat them 100 times.
That's just mad.
That's not mad. That's what we. The next 50. But that's what you're saying. You're saying that's what the statistics are saying. We're saying Arsenal have a team capable of beating Liverpool.
Yeah, but why has he not happened in the come on, man, you can't. It's excuses though. That's what I'm like.
We're not excusing it.
No. These are if they turn up, like what? These are professional ballers. Big game. You're telling me last season we beat you. The season before that we beat you. The season before that we beat you. And then you're gonna be if they turn up. We're just
saying in this.
You can't use that argument.
We're not using
no sense, fam.
We're not fam. Let me say it again, and you're not listening. This is the thing. Any team in the Premier League, even Man City can get beat by any team if that team turns up. Now tell me if I'm wrong. You've seen it bare times. Happen bare times.
So many other variables have to go in.
Yes, but that's what we're saying.
But
unlike Crystal Palace or Everton or somebody a bit there, Arsenal have a bit more quality in their squad.
That's different. You're giving 2 points. You said any team can beat any team sometimes in the Premier League.
And that's what we're saying. What we're saying.
Sometimes,
yeah.
But you say Arsenal have a team capable of beating you, man, if they turn up. Let me finish here, please, before you jump on and kind of. I don't know.
Okay.
If they turn up, you can't use that though. It makes no sense.
So let me put it another way.
Let me finish. It makes no sense. Why am I not even entertaining this? Yeah. If they turn up, like why are they not turning up?
Let me put it another way
consistently
then. So
every time?
Let me put it another way.
That tells me, please, let me finish. Yeah. That tells me there has to be something else more than just Arsenal's ability to turn up or not, i.e., we are a better team than them. So
we've said you're a better team.
yeah, but why
that.
are you not going? Liverpool will beat Arsenal more often than not because
That's what we've said.
You're not.
That's what we've said.
You're not.
That's what we've
You're
said.
not.
That's what we've said. We have
if they turn up, so you're trying to tell me, okay, if we turn up as well, what happens?
How many times have we said Liverpool have the best squad? Liverpool should win. All we've said is Arsenal have players and a team capable of beating Liverpool. Not every time. Not every time.
If they turn up.
If they play properly.
Right, it's a big game in the Premiership.
Yes.
And you're telling me.
So okay, let me put it differently then. Let me put it differently then. Are you saying
same argument you last week? Oh, these are perfect United. Yeah, when I was saying about the goal, these are people that train every week. Bruv. And then you come in and bring feelings into it. If they turn up.
What happened? What happened with Wolves? What happened?
Because technically speaking,
Because you're contradicting yourself.
And look,
you're contradicting yourself. I'm not going to allow excuses.
Crystal Palace haven't beaten us at Old Trafford since what, 1991?
You're
They haven't beaten
yourself.
us. There we go. Crystal Palace haven't beaten. The same thing you were saying. Every time Arsenal have come to Anfield, you've beat. Every time since 19, I think it was 91 or 92, Crystal Palace have come to OT. They've never won. That was the first time since that time they have won.
It's a shock, but it's not a shock that Arsenal lost at Anfield.
It's not a shock. It's not a shock. But what I'm saying is,
you going to Anfield, were you like thinking Arsenal really, really got this? Were you mega confident that they're gonna beat us?
In previous, if I'm being honest, this game, right?
Nothing. No, come on.
This game right now, yeah, I was happy with a draw. But the thing is, I honestly thought that we was gonna go with Laka, Oba, and Pepe, and with that front line, like I've been saying, previously, you can go wrong. But with that front, I thought we could cause you trouble.
Yeah. Okay, but my counter argument always is that, yeah, bruv, I'm not just throwing this just for bullshit reasons. Like when I go, why is it that in the last few seasons we've smashed you so many times when you've been a bit more offensive? I'm confident. I always say this here: bring any big team to Anfield or against Liverpool who tries to play a bit more open. I am always confident that we can turn them over. And with that's not me just being a Liverpool man and being biased. We check the results. We can go Liverpool home or away against Arsenal. We check. Let's go with facts. Let's just go with facts. Yeah, I'm sure even under Wenger, they will have I'm sure Arsenal will get grilled. Okay, they were a little bit too naive. They pushed too much, and then they go open, and then they go down.
Do you know what's funny about this conversation? You're treating Arsenal like they're a championship team. It's actually disrespectful.
Yeah.
You're treating Arsenal like
I don't think you're understanding what the cause of this talk is.
Because you guys are deviating. As soon as you start, Liverpool beat Arsenal. As soon as you start, it's like your opening comment is almost like, oh. So I can't even remember exactly what you say, but going along on the negativity. Okay, if David Luiz doesn't do this, if bruv, ultimately we're a better team. And on your thing again, if you play 100 times, I'm confident we'll beat Arsenal more than them, based on the current teams, based on how we've been performing. Simple.
Listen, I can't explain for you, but what I was trying to explain is this: we're analysing this game. I'm analysing this game. I'm not talking about what happened last season or the season before that or the season before that. I don't care about that kind of foolishness. I'm talking about this game. And in terms of this game, I can tell you about what happened in this game and what we could have changed to win this game. If certain variables happened in this game, certain tactical changes, it could have helped us to beat you. I'm not going to sit here and say, if David Luiz don't pull a man, or if David Luiz don't let a man get too tall. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying, all I was referring to was tactics. And in terms of us playing at the back, which was not a counter effective against your push, the press, sorry. It could have helped us. In terms of the way we fought our formation at the start, it can help us. I didn't once say, if we do this, we're going to beat you. Or if we do that, we're going to beat you. All I said was that. The only thing I said was, if Pepe scores his chance, or if Aubameyang scores his chance, it could change the effect of the game. I never once said that we beat you.
It's a possibility.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what we're talking about. I'm analysing a game that what's the highlights for. And that's what the whole thing, that's what we're doing.
Why am I bringing the past? Yeah. Again, I'm not saying yes, we're talking like the last game, whatever. when you say, oh, if Pepe done this, I'm just pointing and saying that it's happened, and Liverpool.
Because that's what me saying. Because it seems as if. Okay, let me just say what I'm going to say now. Let me just say what I'm going to say now. Then don't interrupt what I'm saying. It seems as if, from my personal opinion, is that because you haven't watched the game, you can't really come up with it, and you can't analyse the game properly. Let me finish. I feel like you can't analyse the game properly. This is what I'm saying. I've watched the highlights and I've watched the post match and everything like that. That's why I'm able to explain to you about everything, the formation, the points of what's going in and all that kind of stuff, because I've watched the highlights. I feel like you're judging it on your analysis of this game is our team's better, so we should win. We've beaten you in the past, and I feel like just because you have done your research personally, that's what you're coming with. Okay. It's like when Willis talks about his game afterwards. I've watched the highlights of that game, so when Willis explains it, I can then say, oh, this happened or that happened or da. That's the whole point. Yeah. The whole point is not. The whole point of this channel is not for my team's better than yours, and my history is better than your history, or right now my code's better than yours, or my team's better than yours, so we should beat you. That's not about what this video is. The video is about analysing the game, watching the highlights, and discussing that game. I lie?
Fair point. Okay. Fair point. Let me. Can I answer to that? Okay. I watched the clip. I saw the goals, like maybe 5 minutes. That's not full analysis. Yeah. Secondly, I followed the game in terms of like. Bruv, I was reading the thing. So these are people that follow football and you know why am I saying Arsenal were pegged, etc. I'm only basing it. I'm basing on other people's interpretation of the game. Yeah. And these are people that are pundits. These are people that are panelists. They do. That's what they do. So there's value to what they say as well. So they're not gonna come and say, you know, Arsenal, you know, were turned when Arsenal didn't get turned. You know, you're right. It's not my true opinion, but why?
But that's what I'm saying.
It wouldn't be too far off if I watch the game.
The thing is, you just answered the question as I say. Yeah. You're judging it on watching it on a live sport thing. You haven't actually sat there and watched the highlights yourself. So that's what I've done. Yeah. It doesn't really matter what they say. It's like. Let me give you an example. It's like when the penalty is given. Say like I'm the home team and Willis supports the away team, and then there's a dubious penalty which could go either way. 9 times out of 10, I'll probably just say, if it's for my team, I'll be like, that's a penalty. 9 times out of 10, because Willis supports the other team, we're like, oh, that's not a penalty. It's subjective. Yeah? So, in terms of what you're saying, you're judging it on. There's many times I've sat there and watched Monday Night Football, Gary Neville and James Calvin saying stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm saying, what am I talking about? But going by your judgment, you're just saying, oh, I'm judging because but them men are getting paid to analyse. That's not how we run it.
With a full game, can they get the full? If they give you a full script of the game, can they really get that wrong though? Based on the balance of the game, as opposed to like an incident that happened.
At the end of the day,
I didn't watch the game, right? But why am I saying, look, Arsenal were pegged?
Nobody's denying that.
No, but I'm not denying. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying I'm just on the basis where I'm going with what other people have kind of put out.
But what I'm saying is this: we were pegged back. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But then that's what I'm saying. That's where it comes from watching it, and you can analyse the game better. Why were we pegged back? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting.
I think you guys probably missed the point of my argument. My argument is simply that, like it's just, bruv, regardless of the pattern of play, whatever, of the last game, right? Yes, I missed the point today. If we're just purely gonna go on saying, okay, how did the game pan out? Who played better? Whatnot? Okay. The only reason I'm bringing out these arguments is because just the way, like, just simple excuses. Because we can't, like, it's same with you, like, because it's like like those silly like quotes, whatever you're saying, or if this, if that. I'm just. Give the team some credit when they deserve it.
Nobody is not giving the team credit. You're not listening.
Did you feel as if we just
You're not listening. You're not listening.
I think you just.
I'm not listening. I don't like Liverpool, but I'm not here to hate on Liverpool. If Liverpool played well and win the game,
did you feel as if
I watched?
No, but it's a weak argument to say if they turn up. if they do this, because it's like,
yeah, but you're discrediting Arsenal. I don't get how you're discrediting Arsenal.
How am I?
You're taking a piss out. You're saying they can't come to Liverpool and beat them. Like, that's ridiculous. Fair enough, they have them the last few times.
How do you feel like how do you feel like we discredited Liverpool?
Discredit is a big word in it. I'm just saying that the way, bruv, I'm not.
We're talking about Arsenal saying they're League 2 team. That every time they come to Anfield, you've got them in the pocket. That's not the case. You're better than them, yes, but that's not the case.
Yeah, so that means we're favourites.
Yes, 100%.
That means if you ask me the question, yeah, am I confident every time we play Arsenal that we're gonna beat them? I'll answer my question is 100% yes. Because I feel like we've got the team to do that. But that's not me saying Arsenal is a smaller team. If you say to me, when you play City, are you confident that you're going to beat them? I'll say it could go either way. Because they're a different caliber. If you say to me, if we play, another team or something like that, the level of confidence will be different. But that's not me saying they're a smaller team. I'm just based on the fact that and again, like, we can't say, and the only way, how can I justify that? That's why I say, okay, can I go back to the previous games, watch that and say, what has the score been? I'm basing my opinion is based on what has happened and what the current outlook is. Like how the current team is.
This is where my argument comes in. I think you get confused as to what we're talking about. We're not talking about, if this debate was about, who has a better record at Anfield between Arsenal and Liverpool? Who has a better record playing there? Then cool, your argument's clear. That's clear because it's obvious. I don't need to check it. I know it's right. You've beaten us more times at Anfield than we've beaten you at Anfield. That's obvious. That's like the first week we were doing the analysing thing when you're playing against Norwich. We might have not. There's no point in even talking about the game. You want to score one and be like, hey, cool. We beat Norwich. I expected if we play Norwich 100 times, you beat them 100 times. Next, let's talk about something else. That's what I'm getting at. The whole point is that we're analysing the game. It's not about who's the better team or all this kind of stuff. I didn't want to discredit.
And to add to that, this is the other thing. If you had not even the game, if you had seen the highlights, you could have said to us, oh, okay, fine. So if Salah doesn't get that chance, if Salah doesn't get that pen, you know what? We still peppered Arsenal. We made 5 other chances, which we could have banged.
Yeah, but bro, I've just answered that. I've said. I'm taking like my argument is like based on my reflection of the game. Let's say this week, my reflection of the game is
watch the highlights.
My reflection of the game,
watch the highlights.
Obviously, I watch most of Liverpool games anyway, so that was
so watch the highlights.
Like you can't discredit like my interpretation of the game either because yes, you say okay. Like it's not my interpretation.
Technically, it's not your interpretation. You just said it. You just said it.
I'm not.
You just said it.
Why are you bringing something I'm saying? It makes no sense.
You just said I can't discredit your interpretation.
Let me finish. I'm speaking and I'm correcting myself as I'm going. Why are you raising something I'm self-correcting? It makes no sense. So my interpretation of the game, yes, is based on people's
interpretation.
Yeah. But, bruv, come on, man. It's a summary of a game. Done by professional, and they have no. So I'll tell you what.
I'll be a professional footballer. Then I'll go on TV and be a pundit. All of a sudden, that makes me a professional pundit.
No, you're missing the points. These
man get the job because they used to be ex-ballers.
You're missing the point.
It's not like what's the two that used to be on Sky and got kicked off. Richard Keys and Andy Gray. It's not like that.
Bruv, you're missing the point. Yeah, it's a summary of the game. We're not talking about incident like Damien was saying.
Okay, it's a summary, yeah?
Let me finish then. I'll say I'll say my last few words here and then I'll let you guys discuss.
Okay.
It's a summary of the game. Basically, they're looking at overall what happened.
Okay.
Yeah? Even if you have a basic knowledge of the game, you watch the game, it'll make like complete no sense if you went the other way and flip and said it was a balanced game when it wasn't. Because that's just a summary of the game, right? Regardless of whether you're an expert, should I trust them, should I not? Gary Neville has no interest to speak positive on Liverpool, of course. And he's got a Liverpool man in there. You can argue, if he was to come up with something crazy, Gary Neville is going to be on him. But that's not their job. They're there to give you these are, so I have to, do I trust what they tell me? Of course. 100%, because it's just a brief idea of what happened in the game. I'm not talking about the specifics. I couldn't argue tactics. I wasn't there. Yes, I take it back.
But that's what I was
I
talking
take it
about.
back. I couldn't argue tactics because I wasn't there, so I don't. I'm absolutely clueless. But were we the better team on the day?
Yes.
Yes. Did we deserve to get the 3 points?
Yes.
Yes. And yes, I'm not gonna bring history again, but I'm gonna bring it. I don't care. Fuck you guys. I don't care what you say, bruv. It's about what's happened. We're a good team, and like we expect most teams to come to Anfield. Apart from City, that I'm gonna be a little bit shaky. United come to Anfield. I'm expecting us to beat you guys. So there's that expectation already because I'm confident. I've seen what my team can do. So. Well, anyway, man,
I get. Okay, you done, yeah?
Don't even want to say
so
that.
let's start with your history argument. Crystal Palace, perfect example. Your history thing is flawed. Second thing, I'm going to say, Arsenal could have come to Anfield and decided to pack the bus and even got a last-minute win. Like you said it yourself, Liverpool were favourites, Liverpool were the better team, Liverpool deserves to win. All we're saying is, Arsenal have players who are capable of being able to produce a result. They didn't, and they haven't the last few times. But it's like if Arsenal came to Old Trafford, I wouldn't expect, even though we're not strong at the moment, I wouldn't expect us to start disrespecting them and think, oh, we're going to win.
How do you justify their capability of delivering results?
Okay,
let me finish my question.
Is it my turn to talk?
It's a question.
Who spoke?
It's a question.
Who spoke?
It's a question.
Okay,
finish my question. How can you
ask
answer
a question?
How can you
Ask a question.
How can you answer something that you haven't heard before?
Go on.
My question is, you say they have a team capable, of delivering results, at Anfield or when they play Liverpool, exactly, It's simple. We haven't. Football it comes down to facts, How do you justify their capability of
facts? Crystal Palace haven't won at OT since 1991. They beat us.
That's not a fact.
What?
That's not a fact.
How's that not a fact?
That's not.
When was the last time they won at OT? 1991 or 92? How's that not a fact? Am I lying?
Think what you're saying. Is that it's a one-off? It's happened. It's a rarity. It's a shock.
Yeah, but
it's not. They have a team capable. It's a fluke. It's a fluke result.
You're not listening.
It's a fluke result. It's not a fact. You can't say. Imagine if
have you man gone as long as Crystal Palace? Have Arsenal gone as long as Crystal Palace have at Anfield without coming there and winning? No.
You could, bruv. It's common sense that things can happen, innit? You say they have.
So that's what we've been saying all this time. Things can happen.
Don't talk about United yet. Talk about what just. Okay, let's just go Liverpool, Arsenal. Forget about every other team.
So forget about everything else.
Yeah, forget about every other team. Let's go. If you had to justify something, you have to go with evidence. You have to go with proof, and you have to go with statistics. I think in my head, if you give me those kind of things, the argument is a little more concrete. Then it's not. Listen, let me finish. Then it's not based on luck. Then it's not based on fluke. Then it's not based on some randomness. It's based on these are the things that are happening.
So is this your question? Or are you gonna let me talk?
Go on.
Okay.
Give me
right.
Compare. Justify it based on statistics.
So fam, it doesn't matter how many times you beat Arsenal at Anfield, unless you, it's like a scientific experiment, unless you can control the variables for each match every single time, you can never ever go on past results to guarantee future results. Tell me if I'm wrong.
If you were to bet,
tell me if I'm wrong.
If you were to bet on a horse, and you have stacks of money, it's one of those safer bets that you think.
Fam, there's no such thing as a safe bet.
You can go two ways.
There's no such thing as a bet.
You can go two ways, You're a betting man. You've got horses. You're quite knowledgeable about. This horse wins a lot, and money's not an issue here. If I put so much money, I can make a killing. Or say you had everything that you had, You had to bet on a horse, and you knew this is the best horse. This horse here, maybe not.
Okay.
Where do you put all your money in?
You put on the best horse, but that doesn't guarantee that the best horse will win the money.
Why do you? The question is, why do you put it? Because you have to be more confident, and you think if that situation was to occur again.
But do you know what you call that? Do you know what you call that? Do you know what you call that? And correct me if I'm wrong. That's called a mug. That is what bookies call us, mugs. People who bet and they use past results to try to predict future results. They call them mugs. You can't use past results to try to predict future results. If we could do that, think how many people would be balling from football, from maybe tennis, from rugby, from different sports, just balling off past results. You can't do that. Past results are not indicative of future results. They're not. How are they?
They give you, they tell you.
Man City won the league.
Perhaps not give you an idea.
It doesn't guarantee.
Okay. Let me ask you something. Exactly.
Crazy.
But you're saying,
nothing is guaranteed in life, though.
Then why are you saying past results?
Yeah, but these are
you
little things that we don't even need to explain it. Come on, it's obvious enough that things can happen. Nothing is guaranteed. I'm going with, as just to simplify things in it. Yeah. What do you have more confidence in? What do you think would happen in?
But we're talking about scientific. We're talking about reality, not imagination. Reality.
Scientific, yeah. Before your doctor gives you your paracetamol or whatnot, or the next available medication, do you think it's gonna base it on something that's a bit more risky or something that's kind of tried and tested because they have more numbers, they have more confidence in it? That is pure science. Science is numbers. Science is you.
So what did the doctor do? What did they do? What do they do? Trial and error. They'll come up.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they
what are you on
don't.
about?
They don't.
What, before they launch a drug, they don't do trial and error on people to see the side effects.
You haven't. Then you're missing the point again. Let me finish before you jump there. Trial and error will never be done on human beings.
Are you stupid? Fucking hell. How many drugs? How many new drugs? Cancer drugs, HIV drugs that come out.
Let me finish. Are you medical? Are you medical?
Go on. Tell me.
You're not medical.
Tell me.
Are you medical?
Tell me. Are you telling me they don't test drugs on humans?
Let me finish.
Go on.
Let me finish. As human beings, as scientists, I know we kind of diverting here. We are limited in terms of how far we can go with research. Yeah, there's limitation, right? But based on the current level of what experiments, what level we can get to before we give it to humans, that's the best available thing will be. We'll do all our trials with mice, animals, and we are confident that. But and again, nothing is guaranteed because it's not.
Wonderful.
It would be
That's what we've been
stupid.
saying.
It would be stupid. That's not even something that we have to mention because it's common sense. Yeah. So you try. The trials have been done on mice's closer features that animals.
But you know what?
Things that are closer to human beings. Yeah. And then you're like, okay, we have more confidence with this. Yes, I'm gonna contradict myself. Yes. It's still a test because you haven't put it on a human body, so you don't know. Yeah. Yes, to some extent you still experimenting, but that's all you've got. That's the best available evidence you've got. If they take you to court, you give them numbers. You say, "Show me how else to do it." Then, based on that, you couldn't really call it. It's a trial, but it's not really like trial and error. Because trial and error feels like to me like, okay, just take this. I don't really have that much confidence in it. But there's reasoning. There's reasoning. There's the best way of testing it has been done. Then we have a bit more confidence. We have a bit more belief. But hey ho, the human body, nobody knows. We don't know much. So
again,
so you're limited, right?
So again, let me just make this point. Before you started your conversation, you said keep it to Arsenal and keep it to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Okay, you divulged and you went into your scientific experiment. Then why is it when I mention about Crystal Palace not having won our OT for a long time, but yet coming there and doing it, you just write it off? Yeah. It doesn't mean shit.
I'm going with.
The stats should have meant that we were probably 95% or more guaranteed to win at OT, and we should have.
Yeah, but I'm talking about freak. It's a freak result. Would you agree? Not freakish, because Palace have a bit more in them. Even when we play them, like sometimes
it's a freak result. End of.
They can pull in madness. Sometimes.
It's a freak result.
I agree.
It's a fucking freak result.
I agree. I agree.
So it's
but what we're saying, if Arsenal beat you at Anfield this weekend, even though it would have been a shit result for you lot, I wouldn't say I'd call it a freak result.
Yeah. Agreed. Even though it's not, it's going against the bookies. It's going against majority of people's predictions of that week. If you go to majority of supporters, they'll be like, "Yeah, I thought Liverpool would win." It's not as freak as a Crystal Palace.
Yeah, because Arsenal are a bigger team. They're a better team, and they're going to challenge. But and again, I'm proud. I think we probably have, like, I don't know any. Maybe I've purely got my Liverpool head on today, but like, bruv, it's like they have a team capable of beating Liverpool. Of course, anyone can beat anyone. If you wanna, you can throw the arguments out there, you know, and then you're like, but they have a team capable of beating Liverpool, right? Okay, but realistically, you look at the two teams and who do you back? Who do you think is going to come out on top?
I back Liverpool.
Exactly.
But that's
so. What's your argument then? Because like then you're relying on like something against the odds.
The argument is that it's not as clear cut as you're making it seem.
It's not as clear cut as Crystal Palace beating this at Old Trafford.
We're not gonna easily be Arsenal. We have to be on it, and then we have to fight.
Yeah, that's what we and you can do that, and you can win.
But we've
shown
it.
Oh yes, you have. All we're saying at the same time, Arsenal can beat you. You just have a better squad and a better team, and you should win pretty much every time you play Arsenal.
We're not going to get time to talk. I think you're doing this on purpose.
I'm not doing anything on purpose.
You don't want to talk about your shit team.
I'm not doing anything about your purpose. But one of you can summarize and finish it up.
So I don't even know this. Just when
to summarize, obviously, like I said, Liverpool had the territory. They had the more chances. Okay, but we just want to say little tweaks in formation could have helped us. We're not trying to say we're out here going to be smashing Liverpool. We're just saying little tweaks could have helped us in a sense. We're saying that's what I'm saying. Let's move on.
Do you know what I mean? An excellent finish. Mo Salah, David Luiz got made to look like a donkey, but we knew that. But do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's talk.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think you're more interesting.
But you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so let's get back to football. Forget about the mouses and that. But let's get back to football. Anyway, Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. Listen, I'm this close away from bringing a board in here with all the shit that's been going on the pitch. It's been hard. It's been hard, you know. That game against Crystal Palace, I'm sure everybody heard me mention it a couple of times. Crystal Palace have not won at Old Trafford. If you could have put a bet on, if you could have gone to the bookies and said, yo, here's my money, this game would be at least minimal draw. There's no way we're losing. But what happened? We flopped. So let's get to the first goal. Well, no, you know what? Let's start with the tactics. I thought we were at home.
Nobody cares about tactics.
We're at home, fam. Please watch the game, and then you can talk about your team's tactics as well. Anyway, so formation-wise, we started with a 4-5-1. I thought, me personally, I would have been a bit more attacking. We should have started with a 4-4-2, or at least a 4-3-3, because we're at home. And next game, Lingard's got to get the chop. I reckon that game, Lingard, previous game against Leicester, didn't do too much. Against Crystal Palace, again, didn't do too much. The problem I'm having is he's not influential in the middle area. He's playing behind Martial. He probably needs to play a bit out wide. And to be honest, in there, we either need to bring in Mata or we either need to bring Matic and push Pogba further on. Not exactly playing right behind Martial, but maybe a box-to-box midfielder. But in that final third, apart from when Pogba's up there, it just doesn't look, because McTominay's not really doing that. His game's more defensive. It doesn't look like we've got anything. But anyway, on to the first goal. The first goal was floppy as fucking shit. Listen, yeah, I don't know. What?
They've got a new defense, right?
I don't know what happened. I do not know what between Lindelof and Harry Maguire. They should have been communication, because it was Sunday League football. Yeah. It was Sunday League football, and either Harry Maguire goes
swoops in
and deals with Jordan Ayew and is there in case what's his name? Is it Shulop?
Who scored the goal?
No, the one who flicked it on.
Yeah.
Somebody should be there anticipating it. He might win that header. So it's either McTominay comes into there and Max Jordan Ayew, or Harry Maguire is there and is behind him. That was sloppy. The first goal we gave away, and at home, defensively at home, we should be much more better and much more aware of that. Mm-hmm. But there's the first goal we've conceded it.
Says otherwise, but
really?
I'll give you that.
What do you say?
Statistics tells me different, but I'll give you that.
Tell you what.
What? Get to that.
What? Get to that. How long is it?
Well,
Can I carry on?
You're not allowed.
Cool. So obviously we conceded that goal. Poor defensively. Generally, first half, I don't think we were that good. I think even though we had majority of possession and we were in Crystal Palace's half more, Crystal Palace just did the job. They were just direct. When they got the ball, they didn't care. They were just direct. That's what I mean. When you're coming to Old Trafford, you should be scared. You should be worried about coming there. They just got the ball and counter attack.
I thought that FIFA
against
on a long time. I thought we lost it.
Against us. With us, when we got the ball, we looked like we were trying to do too much instead of just being direct. Hit our wide, get into the box, like do it a bit quicker. We slowed it down, and we allowed the game slow. But anyway, moving on. Obviously, penalty. Rashford missed the penalty. End of the day, he hit the.
I didn't see the penalty.
Yeah.
Just obviously, so we carried on from last week.
Mm-hmm.
When the penalty was given, was it just that Rashford picked up and took it?
Rashford picked up the ball. Rashford took the penalty. It was a good penalty. He missed. He hit the post. It was unlucky. That's what it is. And then obviously we carry on. But listen, we're not about relying on penalties to win games. Apart from that penalty, we weren't really looking that creative. And
you did play better in the second half before that.
We did play better in the second half. Coming on to the next thing, when Martial got put through and he got pulled down. This is why there was two incidences on that game that I thought VAR would have dealt with, but didn't. First incident when Martial got the ball slid into him. He turned the defender and he was through on goal. And you can clearly see, I don't know what the lineman's doing. I don't know what the fuck the ref's doing. You can clearly see my man with his hands on Martial pulling him to put him off his shot. Yeah, there's no look of VAR, and there wasn't even a flag. There wasn't even a flag saying
the VAR guy was at Anfield. That's why
the VAR guy was somewhere. But it's taking a piss. If we're going to have video analysis in the game when something like that happened, I don't even know what happened. I do not know what happened. Regardless, if he doesn't put his hands on Martial, possibly Martial's got a 1-on-1 and he might score. And if the referee looks at it properly, that should have been a penalty.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on to the next one. Obviously, eventually we did equalise. Daniel James, excellent finish, and then
don't use that.
Let me tell you something. When I watch my team's highlights and I come to the studio prepared, I can use what I like. Yeah. Thank you. But moving on.
What did you think about Daniel James when he scored? He went to celebrate when you won all this. Should be trying to get back straight away.
Listen, he scored. He was in the moment. He was celebrating. Yeah, because obviously for him, it's a whole new experience playing at a bigger level. And really, what he should just scored, got the ball halfway line. Let's go again. That's what he should have done. But regardless of it,
this moment, Giroud, I think one time was at
yeah.
I think week before he scored the scorpion kick, and then the week after he celebrates the scorpion kick when we were losing against Bournemouth. I think myself to get back in position. He ain't got time for that celebration thing. Anyway, carry on. Yeah, some players are in their emotions, but then obviously we go on to the next situation. And it's with VAR again when Zaha, he was already on a yellow card, and then Pogba passed the ball and Zaha caught him late. Again, I don't know how the fuck the liners missed it. I don't know how the referees missed it. That should have been a second yellow card for Zaha, and Zaha should have been off. What's the point of video analysis if it's not going to be used properly? And then to finish it all off, Pogba, he wasn't the best, but he didn't have a bad game. But then he took too long on the ball. He just want to take two man on.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was edge or lost the ball there.
Yeah. He was. First of all, it's literally the last couple of minutes of the game. Get the ball fucking wide. He held on to the ball too long. He lost the fucking ball. All of a sudden, Crystal Palace have got a swarm of players and they're heading into the box. I don't know what happened. Again, this is similar to what happened with Wolves when we conceded that goal against Navis. If we lose the ball, we've got to be tactically aware of what we're doing. So as soon as Crystal Palace have attacked, I don't think we're even noticing like what players we're marking. Crystal Palace are just running, and obviously they've scored the last goal, they've won the game, and obviously David De Gea should be saving it, no doubt, and he's made a mistake. What I don't like at the moment, there's a lot of fans who, I don't know, some of these fans go to more games than I do. If we look at the stats, I'm sure David De Gea will save 50, 60, 70 shots per season. But as soon as he makes a mistake, yes, he should be saving it, no doubt. But as soon as he makes a mistake, we need a new keeper. He needs to go out. That's not that's not the answer. The answer is, it's a team game. That situation there should have never, if they're going to sit down during the week and they're going to look at what's happened, Pogba has lost the ball. He should have never lost the ball there. As soon as Pogba's lost the ball there, we should be pressuring them. We should be putting pressure on them, but we haven't. And we've slipped up and lost a game in the last fucking minute. It's fucking disgusting. And the thing is, like we were saying, OT used to be a place where you come there and you don't expect anything. You come there and you don't expect anything.
What was your thoughts?
You come there, listen fam, you can do all your donkey noises, yeah? But when you don't watch your game, you ain't got nothing to talk about. Yeah, you do that, because you ain't got nothing to talk about. You didn't even watch any game.
What obviously, you got some injuries in them.
Huh?
You got some injuries in them.
Injuries?
During the game.
You're going
Luke Shaw. Because actually, you're going to come on for Luke Shaw.
Yeah. But the Luke Shaw injury, that's not long term.
I think he's out for 3 weeks.
I didn't think he'd be out that long with Luke Shaw.
That's what I thought he was out for 3 weeks. Who else? Did Marcel? I think he was about Marcel as well.
No, Martial was alright.
Sure. Okay.
Well, it wasn't a case of he's going to be out for a couple of games. But anyway, even talking about the bench, Jesus Christ, I know we spent some money, but listen, we still need 3-4 new signings in the team. Just to, like, if you look at Man City bench, if you look at even some with Liverpool, if you look at their bench, even with some of the players on Arsenal's bench, but we need, even Tottenham strengthened up their bench, but we haven't strengthened up our bench. And obviously, if we're going to challenge for that top 4, we need a stronger bench.
Would you say your defence still looks solid?
No, the defence is in work in progress. Listen, I said it on the first game we did, analysation, yeah? That Chelsea game was nothing. There's no need to get carried away. Chelsea are in with Lampard at the moment and their transfer ban, they're work in progress. Our defence at the moment is work in progress because it still needs to improve, and the thing is, it still needs to get tested even more this season. And at the moment, the way we're going is kind of flopping, and it needs to be worked on and looked at. But regardless of that, we'll look forward to the next game. It's a bit of a sticky one, not gonna lie, but shit happens. You lose games. At least I watched my team's highlights. That's all I can say.
It happens. But what I've got a feeling like that. The results of that when it happened, a lot more frequent at Old Trafford even this year. Don't know why, but I think your team is still quite bang average. Like it's not. You keep going on about United fear factor, mate. Since David Moyes and that, I don't think many.
Mate, listen. Are you listening to what I'm saying? I said OT used to be.
Yeah, but
used to be,
like,
and that's what we need to get it back to be.
It's been a long time now, isn't it, since that fear factor was there. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of teams now wouldn't really bother be too scared.
Did I say they wouldn't?
Yeah, but like you said, it's gone, and it's gone now. The current situation is your team just needs.
But okay, Anfield at the moment, very difficult place to come to.
Yeah.
Go back a few seasons ago when you man were finishing 5th and 6th.
Yeah. The past is the past, isn't it? But
what were you referring to earlier on? What were you referring to? Stats! What were you referring to earlier on? The past is the past. Shut down. Lock off. I'm done. Listen, I'm done for today. I am done for today. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. I'm done. The past is the past.
Let's say it's true.
No.
Let's say it's true. Say what I say. Say what I say.
Shit.
You finished.
Now you've lost me now. I don't even know what I was going to say. Wow, the fear factor was gone a long time ago, yeah? Okay, right? Whatever, innit? Like, okay, let's talk then now. If you don't want to go with the past anymore, bruv, your team is pretty poor. Like,
Fam. You know what?
Yeah.
That recording, when it goes live, watch it and tell me at any point if I say we were sensational, we've been fantastic.
No, I'm not saying
looking good.
I'm just talking in general now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I
The team isn't
I
even.
think you man. Like, I was. Yes, you say surprised, but at the same time, I'm not that shocked. A team like Palace, because even myself, when we play, sometimes I have a little bit of a like, bruv. You know, bruv. Apart from,
I can't agree with you on that one.
Look in the middle, innit?
Again. Let me. Okay, I'll say this. It's not compulsory.
Yeah.
Because it's not your team. Did you watch the game?
I don't need to watch your team.
You don't need to watch the game. Okay, yeah. So you were
I
listening.
know-
You were.
I know
Okay.
they're dead anyway.
Okay.
I don't need
Can
to
I
watch
give you some? Can I give you something?
Go on.
Please. I'm not a pro. I'm not Gary Neville, I'm not Jamie Carragher. But if you want to come on the show and talk about my team and talk about the game, please just watch it. It's the same thing. If I want to talk about your two teams, that's cool. That's good. That's good.
That tells me so much about
That's
your
good.
team, so,
That's good.
And I know I've
That's
seen
good.
enough games and I've seen.
You know what? Stats tell me so much.
Yeah.
You man are never going to win the Premier League. And every time you get close, you're going to flop. What's happening every time you got close? What's happening every time you got close? There we go. There we go.
You man are
There
never
we
gonna
go.
win the Premier League.
There we go.
Are you gonna live? Are you gonna be alive till Jesus comes back?
There you go. No, I'm just going with the stats.
You man
That's
are
what
never
you.
gonna win.
Are you going to be alive?
How can you decide
Again,
that?
with the Arsenal team. So Arsenal ain't going to win that.
You say they're never gonna. Are you gonna be? Are you forever?
I'm just using your stats.
Yeah, are you gonna live like?
I'm just using your
Are you
stats.
gonna live for eternity?
I'm not, but I'm just using your
So
stats.
how can your argument is?
I'm just using your stats to show how crud they are. They're not qualified.
Not really.
They're not qualified.
Because who knows what the future brings.
They're not qualified.
You know what I mean? Who
Your
knows
stats
what,
ain't qualified.
Bruv, come on, man. Like, just
The
don't.
stats ain't qualified.
Don't give me that bullshit.
Fam, the
But,
stats ain't qualified.
Your team is dead. Like, your team is dead. Like, bruv, you have no one in your team.
Listen, yeah.
Are you saying,
Yeah.
regardless of how dead you Man United are, that Chris Price should go there and win or have a chance?
They have a chance. 100%.
Not a high chance. Like me personally, I'd say have a minimal chance.
Again, I'm a Man United fan, and I'm not doubting
So,
that Crystal Palace,
Wolves.
Crystal Palace.
Wolves 2-1. Obviously, Barca is a myth. We can't even compare those two. Everton 4-0 blood. Obviously, City different. Cardiff 2-0 at home. Well, there's enough evidence here that's telling me that your team is bang average, fam.
Let me. I'll say this once, and I'll say again.
Wolves 1-0. Palace.
Nobody.
Look at just
Nobody.
How many greens?
Are you listening?
1, 2.
Please listen.
3 greens.
Please listen.
That is shocking. 3
Please
greens.
listen.
Yeah? Out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3 greens. And you were telling me that's a team that I'm concerned about. That I think a team like Palace or something like that, and I'm gonna go to your ground and cause damage.
Again. I'm gonna say this in a serious way now, yeah. I'm gonna say this in a serious way.
Your team is dead.
Please, just listen. Can I talk?
Your team is
Can I
dead.
talk?
Your team is
Can I
dead.
talk?
Your team is dead.
Can I talk?
Your team is fucking dead.
Can I talk?
You're not even interested in your team.
Can I talk?
Go.
Do you know what I'm saying? Please, have.
Well, your team is
Listen.
Your team is shit, fam. Like you shouldn't even be. You should be sat on that wooden chair over there. We don't want to associate with you, man.
Let him finish
You had your time, yeah. I think now it's just United or just anything, man.
Listen, yeah. Have. If you want to cuss my team, I don't have a problem if you want to cuss my team. But please have the.
It must hurt, don't it? It's painful.
It is.
It's a
There you
painful
go.
moment, yeah.
It is. But please have the courtesy to watch the game. If you watched that game, you'd have watched it and you'd have seen the majority of that game. We had the ball and we were making the most chances. All Crystal Palace did was the counter attacks and they attacked better than us. But the majority of that game, we dominated it and we should have won it, but we didn't.
But you got no one really to those awkward games, because a lot of the teams in the Prem now, especially the kind of mid-table-ish, maybe less aside, they're a lot more structured in it, and they're gonna go to most ground and they're gonna make it tough. At United, I look at, and again the key, I'm thinking maybe midfield, attacking mid kind of area. Bruv, you got no one who I think threatens all those sort of teams. You got someone like McTominay, you got Fred. I don't know if he still plays, but he's there. You've got Pogba. Apart from Pogba, I don't really feel like there's anyone in there who can, people like Lingard. I like Lingard, to be fair, but I don't think they're not those sort of players. I genuinely think, you maybe like, you don't necessarily realise how bad United are at the minute. And I think you should get used to the fact that results like that are coming your way more often than you kind of anticipated this season. And again, you can go on and check the stats, as you can call me now. Numbers don't lie, fam.
Yeah, you're right. Numbers don't lie. So if I look at the numbers, we have a better chance of winning the Premier League than you do. Wonderful. Wrap it up. Until next week. Subscribe.
Okay. Based on what?